N and N. When you put N and N, flip them upside down next to each other and cross them. You have 9, 10, 11. N and N equals 28 of the 28 days of the moon. N is the 14th letter, and 28 equals to 42, which will equal to the hat 8 and 6, the 9 lives of the cat. 8 times 6. 8 and 6 is 2 times 4, 2 plus 4. It's what 2 can do. 1 and 2, what they can do. 1 is in the middle, and then 1 is in the middle of 2, and then 1 is in the middle of 3, and then 1 is in the middle of 4, and then 1 is in the middle of 5, and then what's on top? 6. 6 is on top. If you had 6 ropes, there would be 12 with heads and tails. 6 equals 12. Connect them together. You have 2 equal ends. You only have 10 in the middle, 1 and 1 on each side. 12 equals 10. 10 is a reflection of 16. 12 and 16 is left and center. When you create the ZZ on top of each other, they now show you space above and space below. Well, where do you think that space actually is? You think it comes out of thin air? It's right here. It's another brick on the wall, because this is the line of your space. Don't forget, you're looking at bones and cracks right now. You're keeping the sides of bones and cracks. Everything is in the middle and well balanced. Once you take the middle and you separate the angle, you'll understand which side you are on. Even if you're in the middle, you might be in the left side of the middle or the right side of the middle. What side of the middle are you on? So here's your bricks over here. You put the Z and the N inside your bricks. You put the N separating the bricks, and then you put the Z here and the Z here supporting the bricks, giving you that empty space that lifts your levels of height higher. Or do we just turn them all this way and make the separation this way, working with different, what they call in between your bones? You see, it doesn't mean because I design it this way, it has to be this way. It doesn't mean because the bricks are this way, they can't be this way. And it doesn't mean they can't be this way. In all reality, this is the way we should be right now. You see my chin, that point? This goes right here. This is the way we should actually be moving right now. If you had to plug in anything, okay? If you plug in something on this hole, they make it real easy for us, right? If you plug in something on this hole, this is what happens. If you plug in something on this hole, okay, this is what happens. It's even. If you plug something on this hole, I'm going to hold it up here, but I want that hole down there. So what happens is if they're setting the moon, you see the angle of the moon, the way it curves in and it comes up on this side, is because they're holding it in a corner. Because they only hold the corner. You know the S? They own one corner or the other one. God's a plug-in. He plugs in. He plugs in his life, his system, and then we go. Call it what you want. The Viking King. Let me see that I did all this right. So now we did 28. They overlap each other. But in order to have understanding alpha omega, in which they are the actual omega, because you have to come back to alpha again. So you must take alpha, which is the one in between the two. Here, you must put another one over here. So we put an N on this side. Now we have the N here, here, and here. Total is 72. Total is 30 creation 108. The total is A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, or 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know which number system I want to go by, and every single one has its own reason. But you can't start with 1. Right? You can't start with 1. Can you start with 1? 1 is actually over here. This is in the middle. See, he's in the middle. He's first, but he's in the middle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3. Anyways, let's continue on. 14 and 14, 28. 14 and 14, 28. 14 and 14, 28. 28, 28, 28, 84. Connection of Neptune. Connection of Mars, which is now the Mercury connection in low shu with Earth. Mercury Earth is the correct connection for me. I like 45. I like 45. I think they're running off of 45. We're running off of creation 36. We become the 45, and then we become everything under it. That means we have to be trapped inside of 5, 4. Because 4 should be 4, 1 and not 5, 4. 5, 4 is what 4 and 1 inside 5 already. That's why they add one more spirit and give everything a 6, 6, 6 instead of a 5, 5, 5. 5 by 5 by 5 is 1.25 times 4 corners is 5 times 4 equals 20 times 4 equals 80 times 4 equals 320 times 4 equals 1280 plus 160 degrees equals 1440 minutes in a day, and it all relates into all calendars, even the Mayan calendar. Here is your ZZ. It'll lift you up another set of bricks. It'll give you another situation, another value. But back into the N of 14, 14, 14, we're going to use a simple 1N. The simple 1N, you can probably go up and down, go all the way around the brick, and come back into yourself. You take the brick, we go up, we go down, we go all the way around the brick, okay? And somehow we come all the way down into ourselves. Up this way and down this way. You go all the way down, up this way and back this way. Alpha became omega inside itself through the creator of N and N. So this 28 number that I gave you, now you have to understand that the dot on the bottom might be the I of this situation, because this is only one row. This has to be multiple rows. Let's go back to this one more time. 14, 14, and 14 is 42. You need a Z and a Z up here. You need a Z and a Z over here. But do we put a Z with this one? Okay, this is the Z of this one. See, if we put the Z this way, and we come all the way across, and we come this way. So we did this. We came all the way to here. Came all the way to here. We went to here, and we went here. So in here is special. It ends because this brick and the letter N continues on all the way in all these bricks, because this is the center, 258, 258. It's a connection of an extension wire inside the wire. You don't have to count it. The wire goes 40 feet. In the 20th feet, it's still the wire. The head's at that end, the tail's at that end. It's working. It's pumped up. The radioactive energy is coming on in. This is a square and this is an I. How do I do this I? This is the angle I where you go 1 and 2 over. 2 squares down, 1 over. 2 squares down, 1 over. 2 squares down, 2 squares up, 1 over. And this creates this kind of I. This kind of I will format you the exact square I that goes in the middle. Now the question is again, this becomes 96. This becomes infiltrated. Here it's perfect. 4 the minimum, 9 the maximum. Here they screwed you. 4 and 5, you break it up to 4 by 5, 20, 20, 20, 20, 480. It's magic. It's an hallucination. Somehow it's all in here, because the only way to get to here is 4 and 1 is 5. 20 times 4 and 10 times 5. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Tell me I'm not making sense. Give me a hint I'm going too fast. Tell me something, please. I need to know the influx. It'll really help me in my thinking. It'll help me perform better. I'll slow down. I might do something. Whatever it is, whatever you say is always good, regardless of whatever you say. When I say whatever, you just say it. Thank you.